Good morning, ladies. My name is Shaz, and welcome to the custom card review. Sorry for my voice, eh? So I'm trying not to talk loud. So let's. This is gonna be focused on so the archetype or the file that I put these cards in is called random, but I made it I made these cards for my amusement. So let's start with this one. Okay, ready? Car of the Dark World. It's a dark, level 12 machine effect monster with 3,000 attack and 100 defense. If this card is discarded by a card effect, special summon it from anywhere to your field in an attack mode. But its attack points become double the attack points. This card attacks your opponent's life points directly. Once per turns during your end phase, you can pay 1,000 life points or 100 life points, and this card gains 2,000 attack and defense. Max millions. There's like 1, 10, 100,000, million, trillion, billion. So, yeah, 1 million attack points or 1 bazillion attack points. Depends. And if this card inflicts damage to your opponent's life points, you can gain life points equal to the damage hinge. So, if this card, or if it does, your opponent, or skips your opponent's battle phase. So it's basically like how if a car hits a pedestrian and like whacks a pedestrian and they're disabled. Yeah. So I know it also you can pay 100 to modify it so it like basically gains like more and more powerful, and you also gain benefits from it. I don't know how works. So yeah. So this card can't be, or this card's effects cannot be negated or can be chained by card effects. So yeah, basically you can gain attack points. And yeah. Now the next one is, I know this is supposed to be like random, but I just thought of like this yesterday when someone, and I'm not going to say who, wanted to see the like more of my support thing. So this one is called Danger Leatherback. Leatherback is from the Pacific Rim. So he's a water level 4 beast flip effect monster with attack 18,000 or 1,800. Defense is 1,500. So yeah. So how I use the water attribute for it is because first it came out of a water. I was going to make it a level 5, but then I was like, no, bump it down. And now it's a flip effect monster. Ready? When it's flipped, you can select one danger monster on the field except Danger Leatherback. And it gains, or no, it can attack your opponent's life points directly until the end of your third turn. If your opponent activates or declares an attack on a monster or monsters, well, this card is in your graveyard or battle zone, you can't or special summon this card to the field in a defense mode. Or face down defense mode. If it does, then negate that card effect or attack instead and end your opponent's turn. If this card attacks a monster before damage calculations, you can activate or select one card or select one of these following effects. So basically one by one. For or once per turn, activated. So first one, banish the attack target's monster instead. Shuffle the targeted monster into the owner's deck instead. This card's attack points become double the attack points. And number 4, final, both monsters get shuffled into the owner's deck. So the first two, like banish it, or the targeted monster, is basically how in that, and sorry, give me a minute to let you mind. So yeah, so this card can banish your opponent's monster without having to swing in for damage. So yeah. So then basically, yeah. So basically you can, for its first effect of banishing it, it's basically like it crushes the one of those big robot dudes, hoods, and basically sending them to the grave. So then shuffle it, or the number 2 effect is shuffling the attack target. It basically sends it back to the repair shop. And then it gains like double the attack points. And then so basically both of them will go one more round. So the first one, while this card is in your graveyard, you can or banish zone, special summon it. So it basically comes out of the, like how in the Pacific Rim first one, he jumps out of the water, latches onto the opponent, and like attacks them. Yeah. So, but this one is more focused on defense, like, okay. And now we are on to the, I like to call girls archetype. It's all about girls. So in this archetype, they all are called. The archetype's name is called girls, but they're just girls in their name. So we got this one is called Girl of the Warhammer. She's the Earth level 12 Beast Warrior effect monster. This card must be special summoned by discarding one card from the top of your deck to the graveyard. If this card is special summoned, you can select one card from a field except this card, and it is sent to the graveyard. Sent, not destroy it. It bypasses the basically any destructive effects. So if it does, skip your opponent's battle phase. If this card attacks a monster before damage calculations, you can pay 1,000 life points to banish it instead. If this card is sent to the grave, you can shuffle this card into the deck. Special summon 2 girls monsters from anywhere except this card to your field in attack mode. But its attack points become double the attack points. So yeah, it's basically a strong by itself. Basically, like, you can special summon it, select a monster like I'm trying to think. Like, if you had a monster, or if your opponent had a monster that can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects, you can use this card to basically summon, or like basically banish it. And then the other one, the wrong girl of the big head, this girl, she's a dark level 4 beast warrior, just like the one that was before. The other one was a beast. So it was, yeah. So once per turn during your main phase 1, you can select 2 cards from your deck or graveyard or banish zone, add them to your hand. If it does, then inflict 500 damage to your opponent's life points for each card from your hand by this effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can select one girl monster from anywhere. It says from anywhere. Special summon it to your field in attack mode, but its attack points become double the attack points. And then we got her, and then now we got this one, Girl of the Lava. She's basically like Lava Girl from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. But this one, when she's flipped, she selects one girl monster from your deck or hand, special summon it to your field in attack mode, but its attack points become double the attack points. If it does, you inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent's life points for each level this card has. So basically, this card has 4 levels. And each one is basically makes your opponent, technically, if it was like the old school one where it's 4,000 life points remains, it would probably be 0. But we play it with 8,000 life points. Yeah. So this card's effects cannot be negated by card effects. So Yeah. So if this card is sent to the grave, you can shuffle this card instead. And special summon one early monster from anywhere except this card to your field in attack mode. So this card is pretty broken. Man, that's why it searches out other girls like her, or the newer one, without searching for herself. So basically, if you summon her, the or like have her like face down and then flip up, you can select one card, like basically her, to the field. Then you could use its effect again and wins you a life points. Now we are on the new one called Crystal Girl of the Light. She's a light level 4 warrior type monster. 0 attack, 24 or 2,400 defense. When she's flipped, special summon as many tokens from that's level 4, 3,000 attack, 0 defense, attribute light as possible to your field in attack mode. If they get destroyed by battle or by Kerbex, you will inflict 500 damage to your opponent's life points. If it does, you draw 3 cards from it for each card or for each token from that got destroyed by battle or by card effects. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can pay 100 life points, special summon her in attack or in raise down defense mode by shuffling, but shuffle it if it leaves the field. You can, yeah. So basically, this card, you could just like, if you activate it, like you use Book of Moon or Book of Life or Light to like make it flip up or down. Once you flip it, it's like you can special summon it in attack mode, summon as many of those. It's basically like her own illusion. Huns. And then you can use them to attack into your opponent. Let's just say if your opponent had a trap card called Mirror Force or something to destroy all monsters in one single turn. Well, if all of them get destroyed, that would be like there would be like 4 tokens will be destroyed, because if you had a Book of Moon flipping her down in defense mode, and then you attack into it and they activate it, you basically got yourself 3, 6, 9, 12 cards that you draw from your deck. Yeah. So, yeah, basically if you draw like into all these ones, like her, and her, it's basically like a Ninja Turtles. And then, but for like danger, I really don't understand the whole archetypes true gimmick. But this card basically if you had like Dogman or Thunderbird on the field. Alright. So basically, you can summon this one, flip it, add one. Yeah, so then. But this one, you basically hit the car. And it's not the. I said car.
Can you say it again?
Sorry about that. Yeah. So, yeah. The car of the Dark World is a different kind of car, not the same car. If, like, this card is basically gives you a blessing, or first a curse, then a blessing. Like, you have to pay life points to make it have a lot of attack points and defense points. And it's like modifying itself to becoming way more powerful. Because this card is basically summoning itself. Imagine how much. Plus its attack points become double. So yeah, it's basically, yeah, if this card inflicts battle damage to your life, it basically you gain life points. Sorry. So yeah, so basically it skips your opponent's turn. That makes them crippled. And what else? It will also make you more rich. It has a weird gimmick, like compared to like Leatherback. It allows you to basically. It has like a couple of Easter eggs to go with it, like gimmick of what it is trying to do. It like selects up one of its monsters from the archetype name on the field, except for itself, and it attacks your opponent's life points. So basically, you could make Thunderbird attack into the whatever, or into your opponent's life points. And then we got Warhammer that basically allows you to skip your opponent's turn, and plus it also sends cards to the graveyard. And then we got this one that allows inflict 500 X damage to your for each card turn. Each one is crazy by itself, but this one is way more crazy than, and plus this one too, because I know that I play Dark World, but they need more like support for it. They need like a big broken card, like basically bigger than a normal broken card. Not like infinite loop kind, no. I'm talking about they need like something that's cool, but also protection too. So, like, if it does skip your opponent's life points or battle thing, so basically you can be like, I am gonna activate this card, activate that card. Yeah, and then this one is strong. But now let's go over to the random. So now we're on Vampire. Vampire, the moon. So, yeah. It's a dark level 12 rock effect monster. If a vampire monster or a zombie type monster attacks a defense mode or defense position monster, you can reveal this card from your hand. Special summon it to your field in attack mode. If it does, then the attacking monster gains 3,000 attack points until the end of your opponent's battle phase. Once per turns, during your main phase, you can select one zombie type monster or vampire type monster from your graveyard or battle zone. Special summon it to your field in attack mode, but it can attack your opponent's life points directly. And if it does, then the damage is half to your opponent's life points. If this card is sent to the grave, you can select one monster from either player's graveyard or battle zone, special summon it to your field in attack mode. But it is treated as a zombie type monster, and it also gains, its name is also treated as Vampire Sunshine monster on the field. So basically, it is technically would be like if it was Ghost Trick Ghoul or one of them. You can basically do all that stuff. So now tomorrow, or I am gonna start a new segment after I do like what if things. First would be the old what if, then, but I'll give you like the insides thing. So I am gonna ranking. I'll do a little bit. Ready? So I'll just do probably as many as possible that I can think of. So Ultimate Ultimate Diamond Head. Then I love the colors on it and the hat thing, but it looks like the top piece needs a little bit more work, because you need to like. It looks like he's just came out of the garbage can. And not saying it as a bad thing, but if he's trying to like, if he had his like, if he dunks his head, like closes his head, his hat would probably act like a garbage lid. And then we got, so other than that, I'll give it 8 out of 10. So now we're on the Ultimate Upchuck. That reminds me, tomorrow I will probably do My Hero Academia Upchuck, because their version of Upchuck, like the ultimate one, looks pretty cool. But imagine if it was a human. Like, basically, if Upchuck decided to breed, or actually, the Upchuck species bred with humans. Humans, yeah. So this one, I like the extra arms, and if it eats something that grew, that is pretty cool. 10 out of 10. That's a S, and then that would be A plus, S plus. Now it's way big, or ultimate way big. I like this one because of the down here is like his legs spewing out that like gas where it's okay. But imagine if he had the power to summon like those Waybads, like his own custom versions of Waybads. If he is so big, Egg, if he's so big to just Egg, he needs like a power that like summons like his own minions to help him. Even if he went back to his human form, like summons like her, or like clone of her, but for good guys. So then now we got Ultimate Eye Guy. Uh, uh, the A plus, S plus, S plus, or and then this one B plus, because first of all, where is he getting those like explosive eyeballs? Huh? Out of his mouth? Like vomits them out? I don't understand. So now we got Ultimate Stinkfly. Yeah. So I love Stinkfly, but this one is the yeah. Yeah. It doesn't sell me him. It doesn't like sell me the stinkiness of Stinkfly. It looks just like a normal Stinkfly with, or no, it just looks like a fly, like arms and legs. It needs like goop or something like that, like more stench. So it would be B minus. Yes. And then Ultimate Ditto. I love this one. When I first saw the Inktank designed what they look like and they explained it, I know this is my favorite alien. And then, yeah. S plus plus. Now, Ultimate Ripjaws. I'm not a fan of the tail. Huh? It should just like be less and have more like a shark thing. Like shark fin. But other than that, it's A plus. So yeah. So if I had to give like, I gave this one a 10, or no, actually 8. This one 10, 10, 4, 5, 10, 9. Now we're on to wild mud. Or hold on, let me get the wild mud. Sorry. So I like this one because he looks more generic version. They need something like this instead of like old. I kind of understand why. Okay. Now we're on to Heat Blast. So he gets 3 out of 10, and of course way bad, and don't worry, female way bad. You'll get your crack at Zuko. So if you guys want me to do a ship between Zuko and female way bad, because I already did it with Beast Boy, and yeah, so now let's move on. So Ultimate Heat Blast, this one is based off. I really don't like these. Like these, kind of reminds me of Goop. If Goop had armor, like not really fire-ish thing. It looks like a orange Goop. The from Ben 10. And it doesn't sell me the Heat Blast. I am the ultimate Heat Blast. Yeah. Alright. And then we got the Mummy team. I do like the little tornado, but other than that, it looks like nothing really changes. So then Ghost Freak, the ultimate one, is kind of weird, but that's okay. Then we got this Heat Blast. Is not very scary, but it kind of looks like the mix between the Goop with a squid and energy, like from Ben 10 Energy. So yeah, then we got the ultimate Stinkfly. This dry ride is over. So yeah, the Zuko, sorry, I kept saying Zuko. So Stinkfly, this ultimate one, looks just like something out of like Larva Max, where it's, what would he look like as a butterfly? Yeah. Then we got Ultimate Upgrade, and it doesn't sell me the, because I know in Inktank they took away his beam cannon thing, but other, I would rather had that, like beam cannon, and like a little bit more upgraded version into it. So now we got the fish. Looks like a spitter. Kind of looks like instead of a normal spitter, it looks like one of those like big puffball with spikes. So if you guys want me to do a upgrade, or no, like ultimate energy, I will also upgrade it to the max. Like, I can add the features of what in one of my old what ifs that I did. What if energy was in the Rose Vampire? Right here? Yeah. And, yeah. But way more, like, advanced one. So, but if you guys want me to do a, like, when a One Piece thing, again, I will do it. But this one, I will do like a competition. Like, I will make her battle against like someone from a. So yeah. Or do you want me to do the what if trap trick? Her get married to Zuko, because I have endless possibilities. See? Like, what if Zuko was way bad? Or way big? Not way bad. But I have it all set up, so yeah. So if you guys want me to do, like, the what if Zuko was really buffed up guy, or what if Zuko, yeah. If you guys want me to do a what if Zuko was Chopper, that from One Piece. Because I do love how Pony in that what if loves Chopper so much. Yeah. And or depends on it depends on all, like, this is all the what ifs that I made in the past. So if you want me to do the Slam Bam or Spider-Man or Titan or like, yeah, all these guys. Is you can let me know in the comments of which one would you want to see me do first. For me, I want to redesign him, Energy, to have more, like, moving his eye hole things down onto his belly so that they make it look like he's an actual furnace with like a chimney coming out of his head or his shoulders, molded into his plate of armor. But yeah, so if you guys want me to do this, if this video gets 1 like, just 1 like on this video, then I will do it tomorrow. Because it's going to be my old what ifs that I'll redo. I promise. I'll redo it. Okay? Then tomorrow after that, I'll do something new. Like that I'm currently working on. Is a what if Zuko was has the power of limiter. Would be a quirk, and in that one, Zumi, she was born with a quirk, but the quirk didn't have a limiter on it. So basically, every time she uses it, she uses too much of it, she'll die. So, yeah, so that's why Zuko will also die if his power of infinity and zero gets like out of control. So, yeah. So, but let's just say it will be in the bad situation. So, bye.